and welcome to this episode of Ways to Change Your Workplace with myself, Prina Shah, where we uncover ways to make your workplace a much better place to be.
This one is for the CEO and the whole executive team. Your group causes a lot of trouble for the organization in many ways. One way is after an executive meeting, a decision has been made and everybody walks out with their versions of whatever that decision is, and then they go and tell the various departments. Now, this creates corporate whispers because their version of the decision versus the other area's version of the decision are completely different, and then comes a clash with the people who are supposed to be doing whatever in relation to the decision that you've just made. So, an easy, simple solution to this, executive teams, is when you are in your executive meeting and you make a decision, also have a conversation around what the decision is, how it's going to be implemented, who is going to be implementing it, and a big important piece of the missing puzzle, what we are going to communicate. And that communication has to be clear with all of the executive saying the same thing to each of their respective departments after you walk out of the meeting. Whether people disagree with it, whether they agree with it, doesn't matter. Whatever that line is in relation to that decision that's been made has to be consistent when you walk out of the door, so you can relay the same message to the people that report to you, so that there's no dramas and no confusion later on. Be on the same page, executive teams, and this is one way you can do it. I'm helping a lot of executive teams with group coaching this year, and I'm really enjoying this. And this is one of the many things that I've come across as a potential issue with an easy solution. So go forth, talk, and decide before you walk out of that meeting what you are going to tell your teams, and it has to be the same thing for all of you. Please.
How good was that episode? If you liked it, be sure to share it with a couple of other people. Also, in the show notes are details about my newsletter. Keep in touch. I send a newsletter out around once a month. It won't be spammy, it will be very practical. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn yet, we must be. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And on Instagram, I am prina.shah. I will see you somewhere else or in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.